guys, Jeff here at DC Sports Training, and for about a year now I've been going down some deep neurological rabbit holes trying to find answers to challenges and problems that I see here daily at my facility, but also at home and with my family and my personal life. In our facility we see clients from 70 to 70 years old, people with chronic pain, athletes trying to rehab and return to play, athletes trying to make a club or a high school team, trying to play collegiately, professional athletes trying to get a new contract, try to stay healthy, people trying to lose weight, young kids trying to just learn to move better and understand their bodies better. But personally at home, I have 3 children, and my oldest son, who's 6 years old, has never wanted to play catch with me. Never just wanted to go out in the backyard and just have a game of catch with his old man, which breaks my heart because I was a former athlete, former high school and college coach, and I just wanted to. As a father, I've just always wanted to teach my kids the lessons that I learned through sports. And my son has always shied away from playing catch with me. He has no problem throwing the ball, but he's just shied away from catching the ball, looking it in. He lets it fall, he picks it up, and then he'll throw it back. So due to these rabbit holes that I've tried to go down to find reasons why he doesn't want to play catch or why he struggles to look the ball in, has led me to the work of Dr. Robert Melillo. And for anyone unfamiliar with him, he is a neurological chiropractor, functional neurologist, and the world's leading expert in primitive reflexes. And it's through his work that has changed the lens in which I view not just my children and learning problems or anything with them, but also chronic pain, inflammation, anxiety, you name it. So he's really kind of just opened up a whole door of how I look at things with athletes. In a nutshell, through his work, primitive reflexes are automatic stereotypical reactions to specific stimuli or change in position. If they're still retained, which they are in my son, they present themselves as learning issues, focus, attention problems, handwriting issues, visual problems, dyslexia, ADHD, mood swings, postural imbalance issues, sensitivity to light, smell, sound, touch, you name it. And going through his program, Dr. Melillo's program, his books, I've been able to go through some assessments with my son, and he had about 3 or 4 retained primitive reflexes, and then not only that, he had a asymmetry in his right and left brain hemispheres. He's far more right brain dominant than he is left brain. So for about a month now, we've been trying to consistently work on bringing up the left brain to help with some of these issues. And in this video, you see just one daily glimpse of some of the stuff we do with him, trying to, one, integrate the primitive reflexes so they're no longer present, but then also trying to work on his vestibular system, his ocular system, trying to work on his light tolerance, which he has a bit of, and it's been pretty amazing. Just in the last month, we've seen, my wife, my family and I, we've seen huge changes in just his attitude around the house, his ability to read, his primitive reflexes have decreased, some have gone away completely, and I reassessed his right and left hemispheres using Dr. Melillo's assessment tools, and he improved by 50%, which is awesome in just 1 month. Now, and I'm proud to say now as a father, he actually likes playing catch with me, and he of course always has to be his favorite football player, which is Josh Allen. But when we play catch, he has no problems looking it in, and which has been really cool because we really haven't done too much as far as visual training, which I was doing before and wasn't making any headway. We've been just working on his primitive reflexes and trying to bring up his left brain hemisphere a bit different. And I wanted to post this video not as a pat on the back for the work I'm doing with my son and the progress he's making, but to share and try to introduce those who are unfamiliar with primitive reflexes in right and left brain hemisphere imbalances to take a look at the labeling that a lot of our athletes and children and adults fall under. And I implore anyone who has children, who work with children, to look into the work of Dr. Robert Melillo and read his book, Disconnected Kids. Not only is it an amazing read, but it's also a very practical guide on one, how to assess children and people, but also how to implement things right now that you can do to help bring up these imbalances and integrate these retained reflexes. And then also any coach out there who's working with athletes to look into the work of Matt Belay and IP Institute, as he's the only one that I know of that's trying to implement these things at a gym level, at a level of athletic development. And it's been game-changing for me and my family, and I thank you for listening and watching.